Ah, all good fun. We'll have to just post that stuff and then we're ready to go. Hang on, I'll just copy that. Pop that on there.
Piloté depuis hier, GPSDO. J'avais vu un descriptif sur le net, le gars faisait ça d'une façon un peu, sans être méchant, enfin il avait le mérite d'avoir fait la description, de s'être donné la peine de chercher un petit peu, mais il avait fait ça de façon salopée, il coupait carrément des câbles coaxiaux à l'intérieur du 847, qui rallongeait avec d'autres câbles coaxiaux, qu'il envoyait sur un relais, qui permettait de commuter soit la référence interne ou la référence du méga. Moi j'ai voulu faire quelque chose de propre, donc j'avais discuté avec le responsable du SAV de chez Batima, et là il m'a dit bon écoutez, je vous envoie tout ce qui est petits connecteurs coaxiaux particuliers Yaesu, je vais faire du démontage sur des épaves et je vous envoie tout ça. Donc il m'a envoyé tout ça gracieusement, et puis j'ai fait quelque chose de propre, ce qui fait que le GPSDO il est à l'extérieur du 847, à l'arrière, collé avec du velcro. Et puis le jour où j'ai besoin de remettre dans la config d'origine, j'ai juste enlevé le câble coaxial que j'ai rajouté et rebranché le câble d'origine à l'intérieur, et tout ça sans qu'il y ait aucune modification visible. Bon, l'idée c'est quand même de faire quelque chose de propre. J'ai également fait une modif dans le 847, là, c'est de la maladie qu'il a, ce transceiver, j'en ai déjà parlé avec des collègues. C'est que le bouton marche-arrêt, en fait, il pilote un relais de puissance, et les appels de courant sont très importants, ce qui fait que le bouton marche-arrêt a tendance à s'envoyer en l'air. Alors bon, Yaesu avait presque prévu le coup, c'est un bouton marche-arrêt avec deux contacts, donc quand il y en a un qui merde, on met l'autre en parallèle, mais bon, ça résout pas le problème, ça fait que retarder les problèmes. Et j'ai vu une modification qui consistait à installer un transistor MOSFET double porte qui lui sert comme un relais en fait, qui sert d'interrupteur de puissance, et ce qui fait que de ce coup là le petit interrupteur qui est en façade du 847 ne sert qu'à polariser la gate du transistor, donc il commute un tout petit courant. Ça va quand même largement préserver la vie de cet interrupteur. Par précaution, j'avais acheté des interrupteurs également, j'en ai trouvé sur le net. Mais bon, avant de s'embêter à sortir toute la façade, à dessouder et tout ça, si on peut faire un système qui préserve un peu la vie du système, c'est pas plus mal. Le micro AF5NZZ, s'il est toujours là, avec toutes mes excuses, j'ai été particulièrement long pour le groupe 66CX, ici F1 PVU.
Non, j'écoute d'une oreille, je dirais pas attentif, parce que c'est vrai que je finis ma manip, mais non, c'est très intéressant. Je connais pas ce tabouret, 847, j'en ai pas. Mais c'est toujours bon de savoir que les gens font des choses un petit peu pointues. C'est toujours bien de savoir qu'il y a des possibilités. On note quelque part, on s'en souviendra un jour. Le tout, c'est pas savoir le faire, mais savoir que ça existe, et après on cherche. Donc pour ma part, je vais m'arrêter parce que il faut que je finisse ma manip. Donc je vous remercie, je vous souhaite une bonne soirée, et puis plaisir de se recontacter bien sûr. Bonne bisouille à tous, amitié à ceux qui écoutent F5NZZ Eric pour l'instant.
Ok, je vais reprendre le micro. Je suis pas parti du coup. On part bricole. Les amitiés Jean-Yves, c'est vous partez là. 5NZZ, PVU. Olivier, et Italie, Canada, XOR est de retour. Avec le 100%. Ok, Porto. Oui. Ah oui, j'ai la 100 Hz, ça. Oui, 100 Hz, ça. 4 dégâts, bon. C'est pas très bon. Oui, oh là là, 100 Hz, on la passe. Surtout la fréquence, hein. Le rapport est excellent, là, quand même. Parfait. Parfait. Bon. La commande de puissance, oui. Le MOSFET, c'est pas récent, c'est vieux déjà, là, les commandes par MOSFET. Il y avait des articles dans les articles Radio Ref, mais ça remonte déjà un bail, hein. J'ai déjà vu ça, c'est côté commode, le MOSFET.
Okay, sorry about messing about there, guys. I lost one of my cameras. Battery went flat. Very unfortunate. But there you go. Wasn't really looking at very much anyway. So here we are on QO-100 for another live session. This is going to bring us down to 777. Should be about where I am on the doors banging behind me and things like that, but there you go. So we'll just give it a buzz, see if we're on the frequency. Nope. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Hang on. Another one.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, I'm going to cut the shack audio and we'll go.
CQ satellite. CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite, CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite, standing by. CQ satellite, CQ satellite. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by. Satellite, Q satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Are you calling CQ satellite and standing by? CQ satellite. CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. And calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. Oops. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. And Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by. CQ satellite. CQ satellite. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by.
I don't seem to be having a lot of success at the moment. Probably didn't pick a very busy time of day to do this. So I'm going to go hunting around the spectrum and see if we can find anybody else calling CQ.
Salut bien bon. Ouais, c'est misérable.
Hai tutta la riserva di potenza idonea per fare il come come si chiama, la parte video, non solo audio ma anche la parte video più in alto del QO-100. Sì, naturalmente.
Das ist nicht optimal, ja. Nee, ich lege jetzt, wie gesagt, vielleicht Sergi, Charlie, Echo, Romeo, Golf, Yankee, near Paris, 50 kilometers north of Paris. Okay, thank you for the QSO. I know another station waits, so I will stop the QSO for the new station.
Let's try here. Right in the box. See where there's any takers. I don't even know if my microphone is on. Is it? It's not the air. Right. Okay, I'm going to check the microphone. We'll give it a try at this spot.
Satellite. Secure satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Calling secure satellite.
Standing by.
Secure satellite. Secure satellite. Secure satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Yeah, calling secure satellite and standing by. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. I'm trying to get onto frequency here, but struggling. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Let's try that. That might be a bit better. You're not a bit nearer, I think. Not quite sure what was going on there, but anyway, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Very good afternoon to you. This station G3ZXX. Hopefully you're copying okay.
That's G3ZXX. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Yeah, you're on the frequency now. I actually tuned up to you. And then it's good that you tuned down because I'm streaming the audio and everything. Basically, I'm streaming all of these QSOs and software and everything onto YouTube at the moment. I'm making you famous. So the name here is Nick. November, India, Charlie Kilo. And the locator, India, Oscar. 70 Victor Mike, down near Gunners Lake in Cornwall. I'll copy Golf 3 Zulu X-ray X-ray, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie.
Yes, okay, Nick. Hopefully I'm back on frequency. I'm having a few issues here today. I blame old age. Anyway, Nick, just confirm that you're copying okay again properly, Roger?
Okay, roger, no problem. Yeah, you're coming through. I mean, I'm a little bit off the frequency that I'm transmitting on, but you're coming. Got you tuned in, and you're absolutely perfect. So don't worry about that. I haven't noticed any problems with your transmission apart from that. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, fine, Nick. Yes, it's the name here is Dave Delta Alpha Victor Echo. Dave is the name. Delta Alpha Victor Echo. Dave is the name. The location is Wincanton in the county of Somerset. And the locator is Italy Oscar 81 Tango Bravo IO 81 TB. And I'm just confirming to myself the old adage that if it isn't broke, don't fix it. And I'm running a Pluto SDR with SDR console as the controlling software, and I decided late last night to change the position of the various windows on the screen and the sizes of some of them. And of course the muscle memory and the brain keeps taking my hands over to positions where what I'm looking for no longer exists. So I'm in the process of retraining the muscle memory and the brain, but I keep managing to click on the wrong things at the wrong time, which is not helping. But I shall get there. As I said, I blame old age. Having been licensed in 1969, you can guess that there's a few years under the hood of the car. From G3ZXX, back to you, Nick.
Licensed in 1969, 5 years after I was born. Well, I tell you what, if you think that you have problems setting that up, you should try setting up a YouTube stream. That's great. I spent about an hour trying to work out why this wouldn't work and that wouldn't work, and now I finally got it. The first YouTube stream I did, I had my voice on the microphone, my voice on the radio, and my voice coming down from the satellite, so you can imagine there was all kinds of different feedback problems there. And now it's all coming through the SDR. I'm using a Pluto as well, but not for transmission. That would be the transmitter for DATV, which I'm almost ready to start doing. But at the moment, I'm transmitting with an old Trio TR9500 77 multimode. That's going through an SG Lab transverter and then an amplifier from SG Labs as well. And then that's going down to possibly on a 1.2 meter dish. Receiving side is a 1 meter dish, stabilized LNB, coming up to a stabilized Pluto and SDR console. I don't know what power you're using there or what size dishes or anything but you're coming through no problem at all. I'm using about 3 watts of this end. It's about enough to get me where I want to be. Okay, Dave, and G3 Zulu, X-ray, Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie. Back to you, Dave.
Yeah, okay, Nick, very fine indeed. Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie. M0NMC, G3ZXX. Yeah, okay, fine. Well, very good indeed. And solid copy. You're 5 and 9, by the way, if I didn't say. And I guess you're copying me okay, despite my finger trouble. Yes, I'm running a Pluto with a small transmit preamplifier, SG Labs version 3 PA, which is providing around about 5 watts on peaks, 4 to 5 watts on peaks. The transmit antenna is a homebrew potty feeding into a 1 meter offset dish. And the receive line is a bullseye LNB feeding back to the Pluto. Apart from the dish and its assembly, everything else, power supplies, etc., are all mounted inside a waterproof box, which is mounted high up on the rear wall of the house with the dish. And the only interfaces back into the shack are a power cable and a Category A Ethernet cable. and as I said, I'm running SDR console, and I've been on the satellite for about, well, I'm into my 5th week. I'm now into my 5th week and enjoying it immensely. So that's the setup here. WX down here in Wincanton today. It's been a bit changeable. We had a clear blue sky first thing, then it got very grey and overcast, and now we have clear blue sky and sunshine again. And it's very nice, very pleasant in the sunshine, but it's quite chilly in the cool shaded areas, and temperatures down at around about 5 degrees in the shade. So interesting day. We'll see what the rest of the week turns out to be like weather-wise. Okay, on the setup there, and okay about the Pluto, and looking to get onto the television wideband transponder a bit higher up. Yeah, that was another reason for buying the Pluto, going down the Pluto route as well. I do have a Spectrian here, an unmodified Spectrian thing, which I think is would do about 50 watts in its current form, but is capable of about 80. So I'm looking at some point to modify that to work with the Pluto and get me up onto some digi-television further up the band, shall we say. Anyway, let's pop it back to you there, Nick. M0NMC, Golf 3 Zulu X-ray X-ray.
Okay, Dave. Well, I must admit, I absolutely love this satellite, and getting onto it has had various incarnations. I did the original idea of linking a mixer and a local oscillator, and then the IF going in and all of that stuff, like the chain of little baby Chinese LNAs. But I finally went on to the SG Labs and got all of that. I must admit, I did consider doing what you did with the Ethernet cable straight out and putting the box behind the dish. I decided that I wanted to keep the Pluto actually in the shack for when I start messing around with DATV. I've got it modified with the the Ethernet modification, the wideband, and the upgraded TCXO as well. I've also built myself an amplifier for DATV out of a modified Nokia Siemens UTMS amplifier, which will give me, I managed to test it with, I think it was 120 milliwatts was giving me 70 to 75 watts out. So, I'm going to try it. Shouldn't put more than 200 milliwatts in it, really. But by the look of it, if I put about 180, 185 milliwatts in it, I should target 150 watts out of it. To be honest, I'm going to be using it on a 1 meter dish, and I should be able to get up there with 500 kilosymbols using about 60 or 70 watts anyway, so that should be fine. That's going to be mounted underneath the dish. I don't lose any of the amplifier power there. And it will be an interesting combination coming down from the Pluto, because it's about 10 meters, 12 meters of cable that's going to be needed. So it's a Pluto into a CN0417 preamp that goes on the front of the Pluto, the one that's the USB powered that's designed for it. And then it will be going into a small ONA, which can give up to 1 watt out actually. Then that will be a bit further down the line, going into a California 13 California preamp, or California amplifier as they call them, or an EDUB. I'm not sure. But if I need a bit of a boost on the way, and those two can't do it, I have got another SG Labs 20 watt amplifier, which I can run at the shack end, and then just reduce the voltage to get it, and use a lossy cable to get the attenuation down at the amplifier. Sort of balancing act, and see how much power I need to send out of the Pluto as well. We'll see how it goes. If you notice there's any frequency drift at the moment, I wouldn't worry, it's me. Hang on, I'm just going to come down again. There we go. It's because I'm using an old radio, and even though I've recapped it, it still drifts a bit. And it's only been warming up for about 3 hours, but it's an old girl, so you know what to do. But yeah, WX down here as well. I wouldn't say it's been that changeable, actually. We've had a blue sky all day. I wouldn't say... I've got my hand in front of the camera. What an idiot. Yeah, it's not particularly cold. It's not particularly warm either, but it's been a lovely day. I must apologise to anybody who's watching the stream, by the way, for having my hands in front of my face for about 2 minutes. But anyway, so you're famous. You're on YouTube, Dave. Back to you, G3ZXX, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie.
Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. They'll be calling you the Hand, won't they, Nick? I've just been looking at your web page on QRZ.com. Like the boat, the ship, boat, I'm not sure. My son gets very angry when I say that he drives around in a boat. He says it's a ship. Mind you, he works for the Royal Fleet Auxiliary, and I think he describes them in other terms which I wouldn't dare repeat over the air. Anyway, there you go. And fine on all the information and the amps and bits and pieces you've got there. Yes, well, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do in terms of when I actually get round to trying to get going on digi-television. I might just bite the bullet and buy another Pluto. Again, on the adage, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. I don't want to bring the system that's working nicely up there on the back of the house inside. So I might just bite the bullet and buy another Pluto. I'm already planning to buy yet another Pluto to build a portable system. I've got some of the bits together already, but I'm looking to build a portable system so that when we finally get allowed to go and do something somewhere near normal, like go out sensibly and sensibly visit beauty spots as opposed to the idiots that seem to have lost all common sense at the moment, simply because the red banners tell them that freedom at last on the front page headlines. I don't know. Very strange. Anyway, there we go. That's another subject, but I'm looking forward to being able to get out and go out portable and take a portable QO-100 system with me. Anyway, there we go. Right, well, I'm going to say 73s to you, and we will talk on, I'm sure. And back to you for any finals there, Nick. Mike 0, Mike. Sorry, I always want. I'm sure I'm getting dyslexic in my old age. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, G3ZXX.
Okay, Dave. So I'm just away from the microphone a little bit there. Yeah, if you get 3 Plutos, you know, you can't call them all Pluto. You'll have to call one Goofy and the other one Daffy or something. Can't all be Plutos. Yeah, I'll tell you what, with the portable systems that people are using on Q100, I find it amazing that they can actually get a dish lined up like, you know, all the hassle I've been through trying to line up. I believe actually it's harder to line up some of the bigger dishes because the band width or something is a lot narrower or something. Well, anyway, I heard that, and I'm quite pleased to actually hear that excuse, because then I don't feel so bad about sitting for 2 hours on top of somebody's roof trying to line up a dish. I was doing that the other day with my mate's one. Yeah, I lined up his dish, took about 2 hours to do it. Tried it with a 1.1 metre dish, not a chance. Couldn't get it to work. I think it's actually bent. the LMB arm. Anyway, I changed it for an 80cm mesh oval satellite dish, and it took me about another, I don't know, 10-15 minutes and I had it. Very strange. Yeah, but I had the same trouble with my 1.2-meter dish, trying to get that thing lined up, which is the one I'm using now. I'm using it for transmitting. It's, yeah, all very peculiar, like, you know, so good luck with trying to line up a 60cm dish in a campsite. I actually saw an experiment on YouTube with some chap who used, I think it was a 36cm portable satellite dish. And he actually managed to get it working. I mean, his transmit system was something else. I think it was a helix pointed directly at the satellite or something. His receive system was a 38cm dish, and it was booming through as loud as it is on mine now. So it can be done. Okay, Dave, well, very nice to speak to you anyway. I got you in the logbook, and I hope to catch you down the line again, maybe on the satellite or somewhere else. And I'll say 73s for now, and I didn't give you a signal report after all that blather, so you're an S9 plus 20 on average, and coming through very nice audio. We'll catch you next time, Dave. Bye-bye for now. And that's Golf 3, Zulu X-Ray X-Ray, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie.
Yeah, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, G3ZXX, yes, okay, fine. Well, I don't know whether that's a live stream that's been recorded and going to stay up on YouTube or what, I don't know, but anyway, thank you for the public exposure, HI. And yes, that's absolutely right. The bigger the dish, the narrower the beam width, therefore the more tricky it is to get set up. I must admit, it didn't take me long to get my 1 meter offset set up. I do have a 1.2 meter prime focus here, which I'm hoping to use with the Digi-Television. And I was listening to a QSO this morning, quite early this morning, where a guy was using his portable setup and he had a 35cm dish. He was a booming signal, but then he was running an amplifier at around about 15 watts. So it's fairly easy to generate the RF to be a good signal into the repeater. But as he said, he does suffer quite significantly with the signal being received being quite weak, and any signals which are less than about 20 dB above his noise level, he struggles with. So the downside is easy enough to put a decent signal into the the satellite with a small dish, but you can't make up for the lack of receive gain at the dish end. Same as everything on VHF and UHF. Even on HF, the antenna is the most important part. Hi. Nick, 73's to you. Stay safe, stay healthy. M0NMC G3ZXX.
Okay, Dave, nice to speak to you. And you are, yes, you are enshrined on YouTube in perpetuality. 73s, bye-bye.
Oh, goodness me. So you're going to entitle it How Not to Have a QSO when you've just rearranged SDR console or something, right?
No, nothing like that. I think it's sinister as that. I think the microphone battery on my phone is dying a bit here. I've got a MC60 power microphone. I think the batteries are going on it a little bit. No. It's up on YouTube. Just says Nick M0NMC live on QO-100. And you've got 4 people watching at the moment. So, yeah. That's good. I've advertised it also on my Facebook group and on the 2 main QO-100 groups on Facebook. So, Hopefully we'll get some takers once they've found out where we're on the spectrum.
Oh dear. Okay, Nick, yes, 73's to you, my friend. Bye-bye. Stay safe and stay healthy. G3ZXX, Golf 3 Zulu X for X-ray. Briefly checking then QSY.
Roger that. Bye-bye, Dave. Secure satellite.
Q satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling to Q satellite. For any calls, anybody.
Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Is Mexico 1 Bravo Kilo Lima. Mexico 1 Bravo Kilo Lima. QSL?
Mexico 1 Bravo Kilo Lima. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Very good afternoon to you. Just looking you up on there, QRZ. Yeah, you're coming through loud and proud. The name here is Nick. November India Charlie Kilo. In the locator India Oscar 70 Victor Mike down in Cornwall. How copy?
Yeah, okay, good afternoon. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie from Mike 1 Bravo Kilo Lima. Yeah, good afternoon, Mike. Sorry, Nick. Okay there from Cornwall. I'm not sure if it's sunny Cornwall or cloudy and chilly. So as you say, the name is Paul, located in the county of Shropshire, northern tip of Shropshire, on the border between Shropshire, Cheshire and Wales. We're about less than half a mile from Wales and less than half a mile from the Cheshire border. And the locator is India Oscar 82 Papa X-ray. India Oscar 82 Papa X-ray. So back to Cornwall from Shropshire. M0 November Mike Charlie from Mike 1 Bravo Kilo Lima.
Okay, Paul. Yeah. Well, it's actually a very clear and sunny day down here in Cornwall. It has been all day. I wouldn't say it's the warmest day we've had. We have had a couple. But I'm very interested as to what is chemistry. That's not the name of your village, is it? Oh, you've got to come back and tell me. I'm curious about that one. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, M0NMC from M1BKL. Okay, chemistry is the name of the road. We're actually on a small private little cul-de-sac, runs off a road called Chemistry. And it's part of an area of the town of Whitchurch, which is a small market town with about a population of about 9 or 10,000. And I think it comes from some 19th century dye works, which were here. Okay, I'm not sure when they originated, but we're right by the Shropshire Union Canal here. So no, Chemistry is not the name of the village, but the name of a road, and in fact what was I think originally part of the town of Shropshire. QSL?
QSL, it's interesting. Hang on, I'm just going to come up a little bit in frequency. Probably a bit better.
Yeah, okay. I was just curious about it. But that's okay. Well, I'm down near Gunners Lake, in between Callington and Tavistock, down along the side of the Tamar Valley, literally just into Cornwall. Devon's only about 2 or 3 miles across from here. Well, I thought I'd let you know anyway that I'm actually currently YouTube streaming this session, so the QSO that I'm having with you at the moment is actually going live over YouTube. So I'm making everybody famous today. So you can have a look at that later on if you want to. system I'm using here at the moment is a Trio.
Nick,
Old TR-94.
I'm sorry to break in, but the phone's just gone. I'm going to have to cut out. Sorry about that.
Not a problem. Got you in the logbook. Catch you again sometime in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The YouTube or the phone? Catch you later. The CQ satellite, CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite, standing by. CQ satellite, CQ satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by.
Delta Kilo 4, Mexico X-ray.
Again?
Delta Kilo 4, Mexico X-ray.
Delta Kilo 4, Mexico X-ray, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Very good afternoon to you. The name here is Nick, November India Kilo, and the locator is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike, down in southwest England in Cornwall. QSL?
Roger Nick, QSL 100% here. No problem to copy you. My name Peter, Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo, and I'm located in Juliet Oscar 50 Oscar India. It's a central part from Germany. Nick, you are 5 by 9. Nice signal here. Delta Kilo 4, Mike X-ray.
Roger that. Okay. I was just looking you up on on the QRZ there just to see you in Sonneberg. Okay, well you're live on YouTube at the moment. Just actually in my QSO sessions for a couple of hours. I'm actually streaming everything live on YouTube, so I've got a few people watching us at the moment. So better let you know about that straight away. Well, the weather over here is pretty nice. I don't know what it's like with you guys. We've had pretty clear skies, blue skies. Not particularly hot, but not particularly cold. But it's a pretty nice day. I've got all the windows open in the house at the moment. So what's it like over in Germany at the moment? Delta Kilo 4, Mike X-ray, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie.
Okay, Nick, it's not so good here in the central part from Germany. In about 500 meters over the ground, we have a snow shower for about 1 hour, so a strong snow shower, and the temperature about 1 or 2 degrees centigrade only. It's not so fine. We will see what spring the next days. Okay, Nick, I'm running about 8 watt here, 8 watt into 80 centimeter dish, and my transceiver Fox Tango, IC 9700 in the basic here, and the received down converter is from Kuhn Electronic. You know, I think. Okay, I need your QSL via the LOTV for my satellite DXCC. Please send it to LOTV. Nick, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Delta Kilo 4, Mike X-ray.
Do you mean the logbook of the world?
Oh, sorry?
Yeah, when you were saying LOTV, is that, hang on a minute, I'm just going to come down in frequency a little bit. Yeah, are you saying logbook of the world? LOTW, yeah?
Yes, LOTW. I see here in my log program that you're a member of LOTV.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've never managed to get it to work properly. The file that they send me, I think is it the TQS file or the TQL file? I could never get it to work. So I use QRZ logbook, HRD log, and EQSL. Now, unfortunately, I don't actually use the logbook of the world. Back to you, Peter.
Roger, EQSL is all okay, no problem. Okay, thank you, Nick, for the short contact. I will make QSY here on satellite and we'll see what is going. Okay, Nick 73, good luck, Delta Kilo 4, Mike X-ray.
Okay, Peter, no problem. I say I've got about 20 QSOs to upload and I'll be putting them into my logbook, my main logbook. And then they'll automatically upload to EQSL, so we'll get that through to you soon enough. Okay, bye-bye my friend, thanks for the QSO, 73, bye-bye.
Roger, thank you, 73, good luck.
Q satellite to Q satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite, standing by. Delta Golf 6, Delta Alpha Foxtrot. That was at Delta Alpha 6, Delta Alpha Foxtrot, is that correct?
Mike 0 November Mexico Charlie. This is Delta Golf 6 Delta Alpha Foxtrot. Delta Golf 6 Delta Alpha Foxtrot. Roger.
Yeah, roger that, Jürgen. Very good afternoon to you on the satellite. Very nice to meet you for the first time. The name here is Nick. November India Charlie Kilo. And my locator is in the southwest of England at India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. Down in Cornwall, southwest England, very close to the city of Plymouth and literally just on the border of Cornwall and Devon. You're at 5 and 9 plus 20 signal with very nice audio coming through there, Jürgen. How about how am I coming through to you? Back to you, my friend.
Yes, Mexico 0, November Mike Charlie. This is Delta Golf 6, Delta Alpha Foxtrot. Very good evening to you, Nick. Thank you very much for coming back. The name on the site is Jürgen, that is right. You see it, I think, on QOZ.com. And my QTH is Paderborn, was located Juliet Oscar 41 Juliet Sierra, Juliet Oscar 41 Juliet Sierra. The signal report is also 5-9, and you have also a very good modulation here in my receiver. Can you please repeat the locator, Nick? Back to you, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Delta Golf 6 Delta Alpha Foxtrot.
Yeah, no problem, Jürgen. My locator is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. And yeah, I think just to let you know that I'm actually streaming live on YouTube at the moment. I'm making you famous. And yeah, so all the QSOs that I'm having this afternoon for a couple of hours are all going up onto YouTube. A few people watching at the moment. So I'll pass it back to you, Jürgen. Delta Golf 6, Delta Alpha Foxtrot, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie.
Yes, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie. This is Delta Golf 6, Delta Alpha Foxtrot. Yes, okay, I have it now, okay. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. There was sometimes very little distortion in your signal, and that was the problem, Nick. Okay. I wish you all the best, and best 73 for now, and enjoy the rest of the day, Nick. Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, Delta Golf 6, Delta Alpha Foxtrot.
Okay, Jürgen, very nice to speak to you. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freunde. 73, bye-bye.
73, and send me the link for the YouTube. I will see.
Yeah, okay, I will do. If you go into YouTube and then just type in my call sign, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, QO-100 live, and you'll see it there.
Okay, I will see. 73, all the best. Bye-bye, and stay safe.
Yeah, okay then, bye-bye. QRZ satellite, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling QRZ on the satellite. Yeah, you are a long way off my frequency. If you can come down in frequency a little bit, please. Okay, can you come again with your call sign, please?
Yeah, Foxtrot 1, India Whiskey Charlie, very good afternoon. I hope now it's okay with the frequency.
Foxtrot 1, India Whiskey Charlie. That would be John Claude. Yes, you're bang on my frequency, no problem at all now, my friend. And I'll give you a signal report on the next over. My name here is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo. And the locator here in the southwest of England in Cornwall is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. QSL?
Roger, Roger, Nick, Foxtrot 1, India Whiskey Charlie, returning. Okay, here Foxtrot 1, India Whiskey Charlie. My locator is Juliet November, 07 Quebec November. I'm situated in south, 200 kilometers south of Paris. Not too far from Chateau of Chambord. My hometown is Bravo, Lima, Oscar, India Sierra. Okay, Nick, could you come back with your call sign, please? Because, you know, I had to adjust the frequency, so I didn't have your call sign complete. Back to you, Foxtrot 1, India Whiskey Charlie.
Okay, John, my call sign is Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie. You copy?
Roger, Roger, Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie, it's okay now. Okay. You are very good radio, no problem, signal 5 and 9 plus. Very good stability as well. Okay, my working condition here is with the transceiver 2 meters, Yezu 857, and transvert DX patrol. And in antenna, helical antenna with 3.5 turns in parabol from 1 meter and 40 centimeters on big parabol. And for the downlink, I've got LNB, standard LNB finally, and with the SDR console. With the new, I would say, the new version, new release, the release V3024. Okay, Nick, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie for Foxtrot 1, India Whiskey Charlie, Jean-Claude, the name is Jean-Claude. Roger, back to you.
Roger that, Jean-Claude. I've just been looking at your QRZ page and all your setup that you're using over there. Okay, I'm using a Trio TR9500 70 SEMS multi-mode. That's going into a SG Labs transverter and an SG Labs amplifier, which is running at 17 volts, the reduced output. And then that's going down to a 1.2 meter dish with a potty on it. The receive side is a 1 meter dish with a modified LNB coming up to a modified Pluto, both with the new TTXO, and then into SDR console. I'm putting about 3 watts up to the satellite at the moment, at 3 watts. And just for your signal report, you're doing S9 plus 20. S9 plus 20 into the satellite at the moment, Jean-Claude. Thank you, Foxtrot 1, India Whiskey Charlie, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie.
Okay, Nick, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie for Foxtrot 1, India Whiskey Charlie, 100% of your working condition, no problem at all. Okay, I just forgot my power, you know, my transmission power. I've got only 1.5, 1 watt, 0.5 only. Okay, Nick, back to you.
Well, 1.5, if it's enough, you just use what you need. And let's say, I've got the ability to put about 10 to 12 watts into the LNB, but when I just throw it into the potty, but when I did first switch it on with the normal voltage, the first time ever I got the overpower alarm, so I turned it right down. So it's 3 watts now. I don't know if I told you, but by the way, that this QSO is being streamed live on YouTube at the moment. So I'm making you famous on the internet. I'll do this, try and do this once a week when I'm at home. So like I stream the satellite onto YouTube for about 2 hours. So like, you know, some people can hear themselves, see themselves on the spectrum, and some people who haven't got a system yet can see how it works. Encourage them to get one that does work. So it's all good stuff, but just thought I'd let you know about that, Jean-Claude. Okay, I'll pass it back to you then. Foxtrot 1, India Whiskey Charlie, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie.
Yes, Roger, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie for Foxtrot 1, India Whiskey Charlie returning, yeah. Okay, no problem at all. Okay, here the weather is not today very good today. It was a little bit gray. I think we are coming now with the cold weather because they have announced -4 for this night. So it's a problem now because, you know, for the trees and the flowers of the trees, you know, so I think if we have -4 for 2 or 3 nights, we will have not fruits, you know. Every spring is the same thing. Every spring is the same thing now, you know. In February it's very, very hot, and then March and April, you know, we have a frozen weather, so that's the life, you know. Okay, Mike Oscar, November Mike Charlie, very glad to hear you, so I hope to hear you again. Perhaps you have already made a QSO, I don't know. I will say, I will verify, you know, because I'm not the logbook open at the moment, but I will say. Okay, Nick, very good evening. Thank you very much to you and yours, and 73 to you and yours, and take care, because, you know, it's not finished. Okay, I had my first injection, you know, and it's English, injection. And I'm still okay. So we will see for the second, but I'm still okay. No problem at all. We will see later. Nick. Bye. Thank you very much. Mike Oscar, Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie for Foxtrot 1 India Whiskey Charlie. Thank you very much. 73 to you and yours.
Yeah, I know. I honestly don't think that anybody needs to worry about these injections. I've had one myself. There's no problem at all, so I need it for my work. Okay, Jean-Claude, very nice to speak to you for the first time on the satellite. Okay, and I'll maybe catch you on here again sometime. If you want to watch the live stream or later on, if you just type my call sign into YouTube, and then you'll find it on my channel. Fox 1, India Whiskey Charlie, Mike 0, November Mike Charlie. Very good evening to you, catch you later. 53, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Nick. See you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Good evening.
Okay, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie is just going off for 5 minutes, and we'll be right back.
I just need to go and get a drink, people. I should be right back. Put some in and get some out. I'll put you back onto a station, and then I shall be back shortly.
Goed, so microphone back.
Okay, Volker, Delta Hold 5, number Delta Kilo, went for Charlie Golf Whiskey. I see in my log, it's the first time that I met you here on the bird, Volker. I'm running here in base station. I have 2 stations, a portable and a base station, but now I'm busy with the base station inside the truck. It's a Kenwood Tango Sierra 2000 X-ray. I'm running the 23 centimeter band, and then everything is via the DX Patrol system. Up converter, down converter, GPS view, and LNB, everything is from DX Patrol. The antenna, the receiving is in 1 meter dish. It's the same dish for RX and TX. And the TX antenna is a homemade helix, 3 turns and a half, and assembled in ice corner feet that I 3D printed over. You can see everything on my QSF.com page. Delta Hold 5, November Delta Kilo, went for Charlie Half Whiskey.
QSL, Kurt. Okay, very thanks. Here I have a look at your QSL page at this moment, and I see your feed. I have the same feed, but I never had printed myself.
I have Patrick has printed for me and built the antenna for me last year in the middle of December, because my mechanical solutions are not so good, and I have not the really right material here for that antenna, but the Patrick built me one here from off this ice cone feed here, and I'm running here the ice cone feed also like you. Okay, and yes, I'm running here completely digital here with an SDR with add-on Pluto, and I have 2 weeks ago I have stabilized here my Pluto with an TPSDO external 40 megahertz putting in the Bluetooth, then a little preamplifier here from analog devices, and then comes a 20 watt power amplifier from ST Labs Bulgaria, and my output power now at the moment I think around about 10 watts, but I'm not really sure at the exact output power. And as antenna I use 85 centimeter offset dish, an unmodified bullseye INB with an internal TCXO for receiving and for transmitting. Here it's a helix antenna attached in front of the LNB, and I also use the dish here for satellite TV reception at the same time here, and my system is installed outside on my balcony in a weatherproof plastic housing, and from inside to outside then goes only an Ethernet cable to control the Bluetooth. And yes, I use the beacon here to stabilize the RX path, and nobody disturbs the beacon. I use it, but in case of emergency and if the beacon is disturbed, I can turn it off, and I think it works also. Okay, then the microphone back to you, Kurt. Oscar November 4, Charlie Golf Whiskey, Delta Golf 5, November Delta Kilo.
Yeah, okay, Volker. My second station, the portable station, is also with an alarm Bluetooth system, Volker. But I do like also CW on sub. And with the other Bluetooth, I cannot connect the TV gear. Then I need to do it everything via software, via FLDG. And I can CW, but I like to do it not via the software, but via the gear. So that's the reason why I'm using also the TS2000 Volker. Yeah, active on the satellite since the Christmas period, since December 2020. I start first with the Bluetooth, and then later on I buy everything from the X-Patrol. And so now active with base station. Everything is assembled. You can see it on the page here, the page. Everything is assembled here to the antenna. That means between the electrical box and my dish of 1 meter diameter. I have only coax of maximum 1.5 meters, Volker. So output power here on the TS2000 is 2 watts for the moment, all 2 watts, Volker. So my friend, thank you for the care, so I wish you all the best. Take care, stay safe, and I have to meet you again here on the bird, in SSB or CW. I don't know if you run also CW. So my friend, for the final, 72 is from ON4, Charlie Golf Whiskey 2 and Delta Golf 5 from the Delta Kilo. Bye-bye, Volker.
QSL, Kurt. Okay, very thanks for QSO and your station description. Yes, I think it's, I don't use CW. I can't CW because I don't know for use Bluetooth with CW. It's problematic. I don't know. I have never tried CW now. Okay, Kurt, very thanks. Wish you all the best. Greetings here to Belgium, and hope to meet you again. Wish you 73 to you and your family, and hope to see you again here over the transponder here of the satellite, and or you call the birds. Okay, very nice, Kurt. See you again, and have a lot of fun here, and see you next time. Oscar November 4, Charlie Golf Whiskey, Delta Germany 5, November Delta Kilo 73, and bye-bye.
Okay, Volker, bye-bye.
Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie, copy.
Mike, Quebec again, please.
Okay, this is 8, Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie, number 8, Queen, number 7, Queen Charlie, 8, Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie, copy.
I'm not sure if I have the correct call. I have 8, Quebec, Charlie, Quebec. My call sign is Oscar November 4, Charlie Golf Whiskey, but I'm not sure about your call sign. Good evening, sir. My name is Kurt, Kilo United Radio Tango. Kilo United Radio Tango. And my locator is Juliet Oscar 10 Oscar Tango. Juliet Oscar 10 Oscar Tango. That's 100 kilometers from capital Brussels.
Yeah, I'm just starting up my other camera, which ran out of battery, so I should be back on doing a QSO in a minute. So no, I'll put you back onto the audio anyway.
Oscar November 4, Charlie question mark. This is 8 Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie. 8 Queen 7, Queen Charlie. I also can't copy your last letters of your call. This is 8 Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie. Over.
8 Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie. My call sign is Oscar November 4, Charlie Alpha Whiskey. Charlie George Washington. Charlie George Washington. Do you copy, sir?
Okay, now I copy Oscar November 4, Charlie Golf Whiskey. This is 8 Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie from the Wallis. Thank you very much for coming. You're 5 and 9. 59 into the Maldives Islands. My name is Ibrahim, India, Bravo, Romeo, Alpha, Hotel, India, Mike. Ibrahim is my name, and my locator, Mike, Juliet, 65, Quebec Kilo. Mike, Juliet, 65, Queen Kilo. ON4, TGW, 8Q7, Queen Charlie.
Okay, Roger, Ibrahim. Nice to copy you here on the satellite.
Okay, secure satellite. Secure satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Pulling CQ satellite and standing by.
Q satellite.
Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by.
Q satellite.
Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by.
Q satellite.
Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling CQ satellite and standing by.
Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Sierra Papa 5, Golf November Italy, Sierra Papa 5, Golf November India.
Sierra Papa 5, Golf November India. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. A very good afternoon, or sorry, good evening to you, Miro. The name here is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo. And locator here is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. North of the city of Plymouth in southwest England, in Cornwall. How copy there? Sierra Papa 5 Golf November India Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Good copy, Nick. Yes, no problem. Very good evening. Thanks for reply to my call. 5 by 9, no problem to copy you. Yes, you know my name, TTH is Warsaw, capital of Poland, and locator is Kilo Oscar 02 Lima, Italy. Kilo Oscar 02 Lima, India. So, Mike to you, Nick, and Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Sierra Papa 5 Golf November, Italy.
Roger, Miro. Yeah, I looked you up on QRZ. I'm actually doing live streaming on YouTube at the moment of the Q-100 satellite. So this QSO is actually streaming live. If you want to watch it, you can go on YouTube and type in my call sign with Q-100 live, and then you'll be able to see the stream. Yeah, you're coming in here a good 5.9 plus 20. It's a really nice tone on the audio as well. The system I'm using here is a Trio ER9500 77's multimode into an SG Labs transverter and an SG Labs amplifier running at reduced voltage, which is giving me about 3 watts into the Posse antenna on a 1.2 meter dish. And receive side is a 1 meter dish with a modified Golden Media LNB coming up to a modified Pluto, both with the TCXO upgrades, and coming up to SDR console. So that's the system that I'm using here. Back to you, Miro. Sierra Papa 5 Golf November India, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Well, Nick, no, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Sierra Papa 5 Golf November Italy. Yes, very interesting setup. Thanks for the information. From my side, it is Adam Pluto at the heart of the system, and then I have a preamplifier, 11 meter of the cable. The amplifier actually set for 5 watts. This is 1.2 meter with helix antenna and LNB, which is modified. And then I have a 10 megahertz reference, but it is oven control crystal oscillator with a special board producing 40 megahertz for Adam Pluto, 25 for LNB. Yes, and of course SDR console for all of that. Yes, Nick, yes, very nice to meet you for the first time. Very nice. I wish you all the best. Yes, good health for your family, and I hope to meet you again here on this satellite, maybe on other bands. If you are active on HF, it will be possible. So, Nick, 73 to you. And only one word about the weather. It is plus 8 degrees and raining now. Not much, but a little raining. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Sierra Papa 5 Golf November Italy.
Okay, Mary, well, thanks for the information. Yeah, the system's working well. You're coming up here lovely at the moment. And the weather here is also, it's got a little bit of a chill to the air, but it's not really very cold. It's not very, very warm either. It is blue skies, and it's been a lovely day, so we can't complain about that. Okay, Mary, very nice to meet you for the first time on the satellite, and you've got you in the logbook. Hope to catch you on here again sometime, or maybe on the HF or something. 73's for now, and bye-bye from England. Sierra Papa 5 Golf November India, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. Bye-bye.
Okay, Nick, bye-bye. See you on one of the bands.
Georgia. That's the Q satellite, Q Qatar Oscar 100. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, streaming live on YouTube and calling to Q satellite. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. I'm tripping over my own words. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, calling to Q satellite. Standing by.
Delta Lima 6, Delta Hotel Mike, Delta Lima 6, Delta Hotel Mike.
Delta Lima 6, Delta Hotel Mike, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie. Very good evening to you, Harold. The name here is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, and I'm in the southwest of England, north of the city of Plymouth, in locator India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. How copy? Back to you.
Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Delta Lima 6, Delta Hotel Mike. Yeah, good evening, Nick. My name is Harald. And my duty it is near Berlin, 80 kilometers to the south of Berlin. And yeah, report 59 plus for you, 59 plus, very good signal. Yeah, my locator is Juliet Oscar 61 Sierra Papa. Juliet Oscar 61 Sierra Papa. Yeah, Nick, back to you. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, DH6 DHM.
Okay, Harold, yeah. Well, you're coming through lovely at this end, no problem. Also picking a 9 plus 15, 9 plus 15 with nice audio. I just brought you on frequency a little bit, but no problem there. I'm using a Trio TR9500 into an SG Lab transverter and amplifier. Giving me a reduced voltage, about 3 watts on the antenna on a 1.2 meter dish. Receiving on a 1 meter dish on a modified LNB and Pluto, and coming up to SDR console, which I think everybody's using. I'll copy that there, Harold. Delta Lima 6, Delta Hotel Mike. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie.
Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Delta Lima 6, Delta Hotel Mike. Yeah, Nick, all copy. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, my equipment is a TS2000 and up conductor, and I have a small PR, and yeah, 8 watts to a 80 centimeters dish. And RX, I have the 80 centimeter dish. Yeah, SDR control and then the PC. Yeah, thank you, Nick. Nochmal back to you. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Delta Lima 6, Delta Hotel Mike.
Roger that, Harold. Okay, well, I'll just let you know also that this QSO and all the QSOs I'm having this evening are being live streamed to YouTube at the moment. If you want to watch them, you just need to put my call sign and QO-100 live into YouTube, and you'll find it there if you want to have a look and see how you were coming through to me. Okay, very nice to catch you on the satellite. I'll say 73s and pass it back to you for a final. And I hope to catch you on the satellite or on one of the other bands sometime. And I'll say bye-bye for now. Delta Lima 6, Delta Hotel Mike, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Here's then, Harold.
Yes, thank you, Nick. All the best for you and your family, and hope we call you again. Then family free, bye-bye, and have a nice day.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Q satellite to Q satellite. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Streaming live on YouTube. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. You calling to Q satellite and standing by for any calls.
Delta Kilo 9 Fox.
November, Mike Charlie. Do you copy 8, Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie. 8, Q7, Queen Charlie. Over.
At Hotel Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie. Again.
This is number 8, Quebec. Number 7, Quebec Charlie. 8Q7, Queen Charlie. 8 Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie. Maldives Islands. Over.
Oh, Roger. Okay. 8 Quebec 7, Quebec Charlie. Okay, I misheard that one. Yeah, very good evening. Yeah, I'm just looking you up on QRZ there, actually, and then I put the wrong call sign in. So, sorry about that. And Ibre, got your name there? Okay, the name here is Nick. November India Charlie Kilo. and I'm down in the southwest of England, and my locator is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. I'll copy, Patel.
Mike 0, November Mike Charlie. 8 Quebec 7 Quebec Charlie. Returning. Nice copy, Nick. You're coming 5 and 9 into the Maldives Islands, and I'm located in the northern part of the Maldives, about 150 kilometers north from the capital island, Male. And my locator is Mike Juliet 65 Quebec Kilo. Mike Juliet 65 Queen Kilo. That's my locator. So you're 5-9, beautiful signal. Mike 0, November Mike Charlie, 8 Quebec 7 Quebec Charlie.
Okay, Bray, well, thank you for coming back to my call. I'll just let you know that you're actually being live streamed on YouTube at the moment. I do a 2-hour session on the satellite and I stream it live. So if you put my call sign and QO-100 into YouTube, you'll find the live stream there if you want to have a look. I'm quite pleased with this call, this QSO. I don't think I've ever spoken to the Maldives before. That's a new one from my logbook. Okay, anyway, the system using here is a trio. Tango Romeo 9500, an SG Labs transverter and SG Labs amplifier. It's running a reduced voltage for 3 watts at the 1.2 meter dish and a posse antenna. The receive side is a 1 meter dish, and that is got a modified good golden media LMB with a modified Pluto going into SDR console. I'll copy there, Ibray. 8 Quebec 7 Quebec Charlie, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, 8 Quebec 7 Quebec Charlie. Beautiful copy. And please give me my report in the next. Over. You're coming very beautifully into the northern part of the Maldives Islands. And my island is a very small island, and the name is Naifar, November Alpha India, Foxtrot Alpha Romeo Uniform, Naifar Island in the northern part of the Maldives Islands. And I'm using 90 centimeter dish with a Pluto, an SDR control, and amplifier about 5 watts. So back to you, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, 8 Quebec 7 Quebec Charlie.
Okay then, Ibray. Fine business for the information. I've just been distracted by my neighbour, who's just actually listening to me on a scanner next door. And he's actually listening to my IF on 432 megahertz. So I just got the message from him now, and there's a very strong IF signal. As far as I know, I'm only transmitting about 300 milliwatts on my IF, so that's pretty good going. Okay, anyway, I'll pass it back to you for a final. I'll see if we've got another idiot on the satellite who's transmitting broadband noise, so that's a bit unfortunate, but never mind anyway. Very nice to meet you for the first time anyway, and thank you for coming back. As I say, I've never spoken to the Maldives before, and I'm very happy with that contact. I'll pass it back to you for a final, Ibray. So 8 Quebec 7 Quebec Charlie, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, 8 Quebec 7 Quebec Charlie, returning for the final. Yeah, Nick, nice to hear you that you got me for the first time, but maybe we will meet you many more times on the satellite or on other bands. So degrees. Stay safe and have a nice evening. Mike 0, November Mike Charlie. 8 Quebec 7 Quebec Charlie from the Maldives clear and going QS5. Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody, thank you and catch you next time. Bye-bye. Kilo 9, Sugar Fox. Fox 5, Sierra Golf. Kilo 9, San Diego, Florida. Okay, the Sugar Fox station. Please stop transmitting on. Okay, the Sugar Fox station. Fox 5, Sierra Golf. Fox 5, Sierra Golf. Mike, Oscar November, Mike Charlie. From Delta Kilo 9, Sugar Fox. Good evening, Nick. Thanks for calling. You're 5 and 9 here in the middle of Germany. Name is Uwe, Uniform Whiskey Echo. You're strong and clear signal here in the near of Erfurt. My locator is Juliet Oscar 50 Kilo Victor. QSL? QSL, got you there nice and loud and clear there. Didn't expect that little pile up there. Okay, yeah, you're also coming through a 5 and 9++, no problem there. Nice audio. So the name here is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo. Just north of the city of Plymouth in southwest England. And the locator is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. QSL? Well, Nick, thanks a lot. I think there are a lot of stations are waiting in the background. Therefore, I don't want to waste your time anymore. And 73, all the best to you and take care until the next time from Delta Kilo 9, Sugar Fox. Okay, you 2 degrees and thanks for the QSO. Catch you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 73. Fox 5, Sierra Golf calling. Fox 5, Sierra Golf. Fox 5, Sierra Golf. On Fox 5, Sierra Golf. This is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. You're coming through loud and clear there. The name here is Nick Gerard. And you're 5 and 9 at India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. QSL? Okay, Nick. I got your locator and your name. I'm sorry, I'm not the full call sign. I've not the full call sign. Name here, Sierra Golf Echo Romeo Alpha Romeo Delta. And QTH is in Juliet, November 37 Sierra Quebec. Now back to you for Fox 5 Sierra Golf. Okay, Gerard, sorry. My full call sign is Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. So you're coming through here loud and clear, no problem. WX over here today, it's been a lovely blue sky. And not too cold, not too warm. I've got all my windows open, so it can't be that bad. But I better close them soon because all my neighbours will be listening to everything I'm doing. Okay, the system I'm using over here is a Trio 9500 70 SEMS multi-mode, which is going into an SG Labs transverter, an SG Labs amplifier with reduced voltage down to give me 3 watts at the potty antenna on a 1.2 meter dish. Reception is 1 meter dish, the modified LNB and Pluto to SDR console. How copy there, Gerard? Fox 5, Sierra Golf, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. Okay, Nick. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Fox 5, Sierra Golf. All okay, all okay. My working conditions here, I'm using an 88 centimeter offset dish, potty feed. All the rest is more or less digital with the Lime SDR Mini, SDR console. Behind I have a small power amplifier which gives me between 2 and 3 watts to the antenna.
knowing I have a very short cable between the both. Yeah, WX here. It's overcast. It's dry for the time being, but the temperature is 11.5 degrees C, and it was around the freezing point this morning. We don't expect better weather, at least not that very fine weather we had last week. Okay, Mike, back to you, Nick. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie for Foxtrot 5 Sierra Golf.
Okay, Gerard, fine business. Okay, well anyway, I'm actually streaming this QSO and all the QSOs I'm doing at the moment live on YouTube at the moment. If you want to have a look at that, just put my call sign in with Mike 0 November Mike Charlie QO-100 live in YouTube, and you'll find yourself on that video somewhere. Still streaming live at the moment. Alright, very nice to meet you for the first time. I'll say 73, so I'll pass it back to you for a final. I think there's a few other stations waiting to call. I've got about another 20 minutes before I will stop. I might come back on again later on, but 20 minutes left in this stream anyway. Back to you, Fox 5 Sierra Golf, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Okay, Nick, Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Fox 5 Sierra Golf. Best 73s, thank you very much for this first QSO between us. Hope to see you again very soon. Stay safe, and all the best to you. 73s, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Uniform 3, Oscar, Charlie Nancy, IU3, Ocean, Roger Nick.
Uniform 3. Oscar, say again.
Roger Nick, Italy United 3, Oscar, Charlie November. Italy United 3, Oscar, Charlie November. Very good afternoon. 59 plus 20 dB, strong signal, clear modulation. Back to you, Nick, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, IU3, Ocean, back to you.
Roger, Stefano. You're coming through here also, you're a bit off my frequency. I just need to adjust somewhere in the middle between the two of us. That's okay, so I'm actually streaming this live on YouTube, so I'll just get the sort of reception in between the two of us there. So you're coming through anyway, 5 and 9, plus, no problem there. Good signal. My name is Nick, as you know, and the locator here is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike, north of the city of Plymouth in Cornwall, southwest England. QSL?
Roger, Nick, Roger. My location is a mountain, a little town in the mountain, 1300 the altitude. In this moment, my transcriber is a Yezu, Foxtrot Tango 897, and the transverter SG Lab identical. And 2 meter on the dish, the helix antenna homemade, and that's the SDR controller X Euromation. To you, my location, my location, Japan, Norway, 66, Italy, November. Back to you, Nick, Mike 0, November, Mike Charlie, IU3, Ocean.
Roger that, Stefano. Okay, thanks for the information on your setup. Doing really well down for you there. I wish I could fit a 2 meter dish in. I think that would be a bit too much. But there again, it's worth a try. Okay, at this end I'm using a Trio Tango Romeo 9500 into an SG Labs transverter and amplifier. Just running at reduced power into a 1.2 meter dish with about 3 watts of the potty antenna. The reception side is a 1 meter dish. They stabilised LNB and stabilised Pluto into SDR console. That's what I'm using here. and seems to be working okay. The microphone I'm using is a Mike Charlie 60 Kenwood one, power, the amplified microphone as well. Never mentioned that. But anyway, just to let you know, you're actually being streamed live on YouTube at the moment. So if you type in M0NMC Q100 live in YouTube, you'll find the stream on there. Back to you, Stefano. India Uniform 3 Oscar Charlie November Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Roger, my friend Nick. Okay, thank you. I say on the YouTube level streaming. Thank you. Thank you, the contact. Many people calling you. Thank you. Very good luck. Good DX on the satellite with Outermand in 73. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie IU3 Ocean. Thank you, the contact, my friend Nick. Ciao, grazie.
Bye-bye, Stefano. Thanks for the call. Bye-bye.
Mike 0 November Mike Charlie calling you Sugar Papa 5 Mike Nancy Florida.
Sugar Papa 5 again, please.
Okay, hello Nick. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, this is Sierra Papa 5 Mexico November Florida. Hello, good evening to you. Report is 59 plus 5 dB. 59 and 5 dB over 9. Yes, my name is Marek, like Mexico, Alpha Radio Echo Kilo, and QTH locator Kilo November 19 Fox Hotel. Audio copy Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Sierra Papa 5 Mike Nancy Florida.
Yeah, roger that, Marek. You're coming through very, very loud there. Signal 9++, no problem at all. I'm just looking you up on the QRZ to put you in the logbook there. Fine copy anyway. Yeah, the name here is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo. And my locator here is India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. India Oscar 70 Victor Mike. That's down in Cornwall, southwest England, just north of the near Plymouth. Have copy, Marek. Sierra Papa 5 Mike November Foxtrot Mike 0 November Mike Charlie.
Okay, Nick. Very fine copy. This is Sierra Papa 5 Mike Nancy Florida. I'm transmitting from southeast part of Poland near the Ukrainian and Slovak border in the Sturdy Mountains over the Solina Lake. As can you see on QRZ.com on my page. I'm using 1.2 meter offset dish with 5 trans helical homemade and modified LNB. In radio check, I'm using Fox Tango 847 for transmitting and receiving, and also I can receive signals from LNB on my computer by SDR console. Okay, between radio check and antenna I have 14 meters long cables. I'm using Polish up converter on high power HI 20 watts output in my radio shack. This is a story about my setup, Nick. We have strong wind here in the Poland today, and temperature is going down. In this moment is 5 degrees Celsius only. Mike, back to you. Mike 0 November Mike Charlie, Sierra Papa 5 Mike Nancy Florida.
Okay, Marek, well, that's very, very nice to catch you on here for the first time. And I don't know if you know, but these QSOs is actually at the moment is on the live stream on YouTube. If you type my call sign, if you type Mike 0 November Mike Charlie Q100 live onto YouTube, you'll find the live stream and yourself. It's a new thing that I've started doing to get more people interested in the satellite. I post it on my group and on the 2 main Q100 Facebook groups as well, so that people can come and have a look and see what it's all about. The more the merrier. Anyway, over here it's been a reasonably nice day, nice sunny clear skies. A little bit of a nip in the air now, a little bit chilly, but it's not too bad. The system I'm using is a Trio TR9500 SG Labs transverter and amplifier at reduced power for a posse on a 1.2 meter dish. Reception is through a 1 meter dish with a modified LNB and Pluto and into SDR console. So back to you, Sierra Papa 5, Mike November, Foxtrot Marek, Mike Sierra November, Mike Charlie.
Okay, Nick, I'm switching on YouTube in this moment. I can't see on your face on your radio check. Very good, very good, interesting to see you, Nick. Okay, I'm copying your 100% and confirm all your information. Thank you for your first contact via QO-100 and hope to meet you again maybe on HF Band 2. I wish you all the best. Stay away from coronavirus, of course. Good health and greetings from Poland. Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, Sierra Papa 5, Mike Nancy, Florida. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay then, yeah, I'll try and do that. And I'll maybe catch you on HF would be very nice as well. Okay, Marek, Kuya, and bye-bye for now. Sierra Papa 5, Mike November, Foxtrot, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie, bye-bye.
Dziękuję. Thank you again, Nick, bye-bye.
Delta 4, Victor Hotel, Florida.
Delta 4, it's Hotel Florida, was that, come back again?
Roger, Nick, Delta 4, Victor Hotel, Florida, D4 VHF, you copy, over.
Roger that, copy that, Delta 4 VHF, Mike 0 November, Mike Charlie. I was just looking at Monteverde contest team, Cape Verde Island. Now, there's a place I remember. Yeah, the name here is Nick, November, Mike Charlie. I'm not talking about. Name is Nick, November, India, Charlie, Kilo. And my locator is in the southwest of England, India, Oscar, 70, Victor, Mike. And that's all right, I was just thinking about Cape Verde, because I've been to the Ile de Sal twice, and I've also been to Praia as well. So I was just thinking about that when it came up on QRZ. Back to you anyway. I don't see your name on there, so I'll pass it back to you. Delta 4 VHF M0NMC.
Roger, M0NMC, D4 VHF returning. Good evening, Nick. Thanks very much for coming back to my call. Your 5 and 9, your 59 solid copy, no problem at all. Hi-fi audio from your microphone. And my name is Luca, Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha. And the location is Hotel Kilo 76 Mike Uniform. Hotel Kilo 76 Mike Uniform. I'm located on the island of São Vicente, so not exactly close to Praia. The island is located more north from Santiago Island. And I'm using the station remotely because we cannot travel on the place due to this pandemic situation. So how do you copy Nick M0NMC from D4 VHF, over?
Yep, no problem at all. You're coming through 59++. I just saw it come up on there that you're in Praia. I used to work on middle trade coastal ships, and I've been to Ile de Sal and Praia before, so yeah, and some of my crew used to be from the Cape Verde, so that was many years ago. It was about 20 years ago now, but very nice place. I had a good old drive around the Isle of Sal, so fond memories. Oh, I'm doing very well tonight. I'm getting a few places that I've never spoken to on the satellite, so I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, interesting that you're using the system remotely as well. That must be interesting to sort out. I found it difficult enough to do it locally. But anyway, just to let you know that you're actually being streamed live on YouTube as well at the moment. On my channel, if you look at M0NMC Q100 live on YouTube, you'll find the live stream of these QSOs that I'm having at the moment. You said your name was Luca, did you? Lima Uniform Kilo Alpha, is that correct?
QSL M0NMC at the 4VHF returning. Our name is Luca, LUCA, Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha. Okay, no problem. Copy you, Nick, very well. We used to be in Sal Island in 2001. Yeah, in 2001 we were in Sal Island. We've been located there with our HF contest station until 2006. Then we moved to another island. The biggest station, the biggest city on this island is Mindelo, Mike India November Delta Echo Lima Oscar. That actually was also a capital of the Cape Verde Republic many years ago. And this system over the internet for remote in the States is not so difficult, and everything is done very easily because I'm using the Flex radio. Flex radio is really 3 or 4 steps forward from any other system for remoting stations. And so I got connected to the Flex radio transverter and giving out 1.5 watts into a 1 meter dish. And the downlink is with the DX Patrol system, the 60 centimeter dish for receiving. That's the story here on QO-100. We just started to be active because we have many requests to start satellite operation. We are mainly concentrating our activity on HF contest, the biggest contest of the year. Not using this call sign, of course, we have other specific call sign for the contest on HF. But since a couple of years ago, we started every VHF activity over Tropo on 2 meter and 17 centimeter. And we had the possibility to work Europe and Caribbean area over using digital systems, using very good tropospheric conditions over the Atlantic Ocean. From that time, people is asking to do more, and we're now upgrading the station to a satellite. We had also a request for a low-orbit satellite, but it's very difficult for us because the location is very windy and very difficult to have rotator working stable and flawless because of high humidity and wind. So we'll think what to do in the next future for low-orbit operation, but for the moment we are happy we can be on QO-100 for a while. That's the story at our side, Nick. Back to you. I'm M0NMC from D4VHF.
Okay, Luca, it was interesting. My main picture is disappearing. I'm losing one of my cameras at the moment, unfortunately. It's nearly time for me to knock it on the head. It's interesting that you're using the Flex. Sure, I find those radios, I've always fancied getting one of those, but never actually got around to it. So I always fancied having one of those. So maybe one day. I think I've got more than enough radios at the moment, but they always say you can never have enough radios. But we shall see. Alright, well, very nice to meet you for the first time. But all my cameras are starting to die now, so I've reached the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to make this my last QSO for anybody who's listening. I'm sorry about that. I might be back on later on, but I need to charge everything up first. I'll pass it back to you for a final, Luca. and thank you for coming back to me. Another Cape Verde QSO, that's excellent. I'm very happy to get that one in the logbook. So back to you for the final there, Luca, Delta 4 VHF, M0NMC.
Roger, Nick, D4 VHF returning QSL on everything. Thank you very much also for the live streaming on YouTube that I'm watching. Very interesting to see all these things on the screen. And we'll catch you later on, and stay safe from this pandemic situation, and have a very good reaction. I wish you the best happiness for you and yours. 73, and thanks for the QSO. If you are a LOTW user, I will upload the QSO shortly. Say 73, and thanks again for the QSO. And M0NMC from D4 VHF. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay, Luca, unfortunately I don't use Logbook of the World. I could never get it to work properly, unfortunately. So I use HRD log, QRZ log, and EQSL. So I've got about 20 call sites to upload, so once they're done, the EQSLs will be going out to everybody. I also do paper QSLs. If anybody sends me one, then I'll always respond. Okay then, I'll catch you later. Thanks for the QSO, 70 feet.
Roger. Then you will get the QSR confirmed on QRZ and the EQSL either, because we do upload also on that to digital systems. If you want a QSL, just go on clublog.org and you can request it for free without any charge. 73, and bye-bye. Thanks again for the QSO, D4 VHF QSY.
Roger that, bye-bye. It's Mike 0 November Mike Charlie going QRT. Now QRT, unfortunately all my YouTube cameras are starting to die and they need recharging. I might be back on later. Thanks for everybody for coming on here and giving me a call. And thanks to AMSAT DL and the Qatar Amateur Radio Society for putting the bird up there in the first place. Be safe. Bye-bye for M0NMC QRT.
Well, that's it. I've realised that my computer won't charge my phones fast enough to keep the cameras going, so I'll have to figure out some other method of charging them if I'm going to do more than 2 hours on the bird. But hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe, please, and have a look at my other videos, and there'll be plenty more. You know, whenever I find the time, I'll try and put some more up on the channel. So bye bye for now from M0NMC in the shack.